Okay, continuing along with a series of E3 press conference review videos. We're on the Microsoft now. The playlist will be in the description of the video. So if you're just joining us for the first time, go check out the others. If you've stayed with the program, great. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. To start off, I'm going to actually talk a bit more about Anthem, which had its bigger reveal at the Microsoft conference. You are put in the role of what's known as a freelancer, an adventurer tasked with exploring unknown planets, protecting humanity, and using these exosuits, which look super badass. In the previous video for EA, I just went into detail why I won't be buying this game day one, even though it looks like it could be the potential Destiny killer. And that, just to briefly bring that back, is because I openly defended Mass Effect Andromeda, and then came to find out that the game we got was not the game that was originally revealed. It was a game that was built over the course of a year and a half. So that felt like a middle finger to the fan base and to anyone who actually defended the game. So yeah, it won't be a day one purchase, but I will be buying it in the future. Moving right along, we had more details about Assassin's Creed Origins. We will be having an Xbox One X version, previously known as the Scorpio. I talked about this one in the Ubisoft video, so I really feel no need to expand upon my feelings for it further. Code Vein. I am a huge Soulsborne fan. This is, pun intended, in the vein of those games. You play as a vampire with supernatural abilities. Looks fantastic, almost like it came out of a fucking anime. I'm a huge anime fan, so I will be playing the shit out of this when it comes out. We saw more of Crackdown 3, which was also in my preview video, my predictions, etc., etc. We have Terry fucking Crews voicing a character, the main protagonist in it. Okay, my only question to Mr. Crews, if he is watching this, is when is Doomfist coming? And those who play Overwatch know exactly what I fucking mean by that. Outside of that, everything's open world, destructible, just like previous entries. It's all on cloud computing technology, which, as an IT professional, really strikes my interest here on how they're pulling this off, and it explains the actual delay of why we didn't get this game when the year it was initially revealed, which I believe was 2015. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, as a fan of the Crackdown franchise, ironically, my first experience with the game was, like most, I bought it to get the beta code for Halo 3, and I fell in love with the game, and I love the sequel. Hunting those orbs is a pain in the ass, but it's also fun. So I'm super excited to see this game come out finally, and I believe we did get a tentative release date of around 2018, so not too long now. And we have an Arc Systems Works Dragon Ball FighterZ. Arc Systems Works is the company the studio behind the Guilty Gear and the BlazBlue franchises, so this new Dragon Ball Fighter game is in fantastic hands. I'm a little concerned with the learning curve for newer players, but since this is a newer franchise, hopefully that will be alleviated. The game looks fucking phenomenal. We don't really know much about it outside of it's based on the Dragon Ball franchise by Arc Systems, and it looks like we have up until the Buu saga, hopefully more. I hope we get into the Super and maybe even some fan service with some GT characters, even though they're technically not canon. I don't care about that. I want to be SSJ4 Goku beating the shit out of Golden Frieza, because I'm a nerd and I love this shit. But yeah. And then we have Car Porn 7, aka Forza Motorsport 7. More than 700 cars in the game. We had a car unveiled on stage at E3, which is a huge honor for Porsche, but yearly entries get annoying. And Forza has two franchises now, both the Horizon and the main Motorsport series. I love Forza, but it would be great if they took a year off. It really would. And then we had a massive ID at Xbox Games feature with Ark Survival Evolved, The Artful Escape, Ashen, Astroneer, Battle Right, Black Desert Online, which looks fucking fantastic. If you haven't seen that, it's also on Steam. Brawl Out, a game that's in the vein of Brawlhalla. I think it's actually the same franchise. Conan Exiles. We have a release date for Cuphead, which I'm super looking forward to as a fan of old school platformers. Dark and Light, Darwin Project, Deep Rock Galactic, Dunklords, Fable Fortune, Fortnite, Hello Neighbor, The Last Night, Minion Masters, Observer, Ooblets, Path of Exile, PlayerUnknown Battleground. If you haven't seen that, it's fucking phenomenal. It's a 100-player multiplayer game. It's beautiful. Go look at videos of that, please. And download it. We had Osiris, New Dawn, Paladins, which is, as much as I love Overwatch, it came first. It is not a ripoff. Raiders of the Broken Planet, Riverbond, Robocraft Infinity, Shift Brigade. Strange Brigade, sorry. Surviving Mars, Unruly Heroes, and We Happy Few. I love We Happy Few. If you haven't seen it, go look at videos of it. Go buy it. It's a phenomenal game. Okay. Now that we got past all the indie games, as much as I love indie games, I'm a huge fan of Life is Strange, and we saw Life is Strange Before the Storm. It is a 3-episode prequel series, 4 episodes if you buy the deluxe edition. You have a chapter with young Max. This game will be before the first one, because obviously it's a prequel. It stars a young Chloe with Rachel Amber before she went missing. Sadly, we don't have, due to the voice actor strike, the original voice of Chloe, although she is providing some help on the script. Sorry. Outside of that, this comes out August 27th, I believe. It's a day one purchase for me because I'm a huge fan of the series. We also have a sequel coming, if you didn't know. After their other game, Vampire, is done, they're going to be shifting focus to Life is Strange 2. We know nothing other than the fact that the sequel is in fact being made. Metro Exodus. This game caught me by surprise a little bit. Number one, because of the name. It's not following in the vein of the others. Being named after the novels. This is the third entry. It looks like it's completely open world and not as on rails as the originals. Even though there was still a little bit of exploration, there always seemed like a definite path that you would follow. This one seems like you could go fucking anywhere in this world and just cause hell. So, this is Xbox One X optimized, I'm assuming, because it was announced that it was for the Xbox One X. Hopefully that does not mean I have to go out and buy the One X, because I really don't want to day one, because getting anything in Grand Rapids day one is hell. And outside of that, we saw Giant Bear, which seemed to be a recurring theme this year at E3. Also, we saw a little more Middle-earth Shadow of War. Talion and his Wraith Companion Celebrimbor, fighting the Dark Army. Sassy Orc won the show for me because he just didn't give a fuck. New loot, new ring of power, new gear. Death penalties are going to be more relevant now, because if you die during a mission, you're fucked. I can see a lot of people save scumming on this, but it's an interesting take. I love the original game, Shadow of Mordor. It was a little under the radar for most because nobody really knew about it, and then it became kind of like a cult classic over the past few years. We have a sequel to Ori called Ori and the Will of the Wisps. We don't really know anything about this. We had a live piano performance on stage, which was beautiful, and other than that, nothing. Sea of Thieves. I love Rare. I really do, but you don't eat a banana like this and not peel it. And that was the meme of the fucking press conference. It's their first non-Kinect game in years. So, kudos for giving up on the Kinect like the rest of the world. You live out life as a pirate with your friends, collecting loot, booty, whatever you want to call it, working together. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be picking this up day one, just because it seems kind of like a pointless game in a way, to me anyway. It's cutesy, it's obviously Rare, but I just can't get behind it as well as I would like to. State of Decay 2, multiplayer zombie survival game coming back. I didn't play the first one until recently, other than a few days that I rented it because I was bored. This is complete co-op, base building just like the first one. It's kind of rinse and repeat. I loved the first one after I played it, but it got a little monotonous, so hopefully there's a little more creativity in this one. Super Lucky's Tale. At first I thought, when I saw this, is Tails getting his own game? I'm pretty sure that's what everybody thought. Or is this Busby game that everybody's been talking about? Like, I don't know. Apparently this was a VR game, from what I've been reading. News to me. I don't know shit about this game other than it was revealed on stage and it looks adorable. Tacoma. It's from the Gone Home developer, Fulbright. Looks pretty cool. I'm probably not going to buy this day one either. I have other things I care more about, but it does look cool. I'm still trying to figure out what purpose this pool scene was about, but yeah. Next up, I will be doing the Sony press conference, so stay tuned for that.